Hey, welcome back to my channel. And if you guys are new, my name is Ritu and I do beauty related videos on my channel. Today I wanted to use this palette, the Masquerade Mini. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and this is in the color medium beige. Just going to place this on my lid. I got concealer. Sorry my hair looks like a mess right now. I just washed it and I have been trying not to use any heat in my hair. So I tried using like a little bit of diffuser, but I'll try not to put on so much of a diffuser onto my hair because I really want to go without using any kind of heat whatsoever. But we'll see how it works out. I'm going to use this large concealer brush just to set that. My voice is disappearing. That's so weird. But yeah, like I was saying, so I'm trying to not use any heat and I'm trying to keep my hair natural. So I'm still learning how to take care of my actual hair because my hair is like really wavy. I wish it was like either curly or really straight, but it's neither. So I'm just trying to keep it up. So maybe I'll have a little bit of volume because my hair doesn't have volume at all whatsoever. I have lash glue stuck on my lids. Going to go ahead and use this shade right here, and I'm going to be placing this on the crease. It's so hard for me to keep the color like close to my crease. I'm so used to like doing blown out looks. So I'm just intensifying this color by adding like more color to it. Is it me or does this look a little bit red? I thought this was gonna be like a brown color. Then whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to take it around the edges to make sure everything's blended out. Do you guys see what I mean? It ended up being like more of a blown out look either way. Not as much as a blown out as I normally do, but it's pretty blown out. Pretty much placed that color. I went a little bit overboard with this side. I'm just so used to doing blown out looks, so like when I have to do looks that are more like just on my crease, it's so hard. I'm going to take this color Mali right here and I'm going to take this on a flat brush. I think I used this in my last look too. I'm going to use this Morphe flat brush. It's super soft. I'm just going to take this and take that Mali and start placing it in the inside of my eye, not the inside of my eye, but like close to my lash line, and then spreading it out. You can see I'm taking it from the lash line and going it out just because I want the intensity of the green more closer to the lash, and then as it goes out it will kind of disperse into the brown. That looks good. I'm gonna go in back with the brush that I used the brown with, the Milani color, and I'm going to blend the edges together. So I'm actually going to be taking LA Girl's Ultimate Eyeliner, and this is in brown, and I'm going to be placing this closer to my lash line just to have some kind of liner for my lashes. And I'm just going to be placing it on my lash line, and then I'm gonna smudge it with the brush. And then I'm going to take, this is Aesthetica's flat brush. This is a more of an angled brush, so I'm actually just gonna take it on top of it and just smudge it out. See, just like that. And that's only for when I actually apply the lashes. If you're not going to be applying lashes, it's not necessary. It does tend to make your lash line look thicker whenever you put a lip liner on. I almost said lip liner. And I'm actually going to take this inside my waterline of my top line as well. So I'm just going to take a wipe and remove any excess product I may have. I only have a little bit since we didn't go ham with the colors. It just looks so much cleaner when I do that. Primer, I'm going to be using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I actually love this, and I stopped using it because when I cleaned everything, I misplaced it. And I'm one of those people that if I don't have it in front of me, I'm not gonna use it. What happened? Every time I apply this primer, it feels like my makeup stays on so much longer, and I feel like it stays mattified too, which I really like. But more than anything, it keeps my pores like looked more minimized, which is amazing because I have huge pores. Foundation, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild foundation, and this is in the shade Caramel. Just going to be placing this more in the main parts of my face. Then when I blend it out, I like less coverage around my face and more coverage in the middle of my face. Back in the day, I used to love like thick foundations, and I don't know what happened. Now I just don't like really thick foundation. I like more of a thinner consistency. I think it's also because like I'm getting older too, and as you get older, like thicker foundations like don't really look as good on you. It actually exaggerates your lines more. I know I don't have that many lines, but still. And I like that your skin look rather than being caked look too. My hair is everywhere. Look at these curls. Waves, I should say. Then for concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This has no logo on it whatsoever, but it's in the shade 25 and it's medium. Pretty light. I need to look for new concealers to try. I love my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo concealer. I like to use that more for my eyelids than my underneath my eyes, because I like something more of a moisturizing concealer for underneath my eyes because I have a lot of fine lines. But I like the Makeup Revolution as well, but I'm running low on that one, so I need to get more, and I ran out of that fairly quickly. So looking for new concealers. If you have recommendations, let me know. Oh, you know what I haven't been using that I have? My MAC Pro Longwear. I always forget because it's not one that I use so much. I don't even know why, because I actually love that concealer. And I just got a new bottle of that too, not that long ago. And I'm taking the same brush that I actually used to blend out the concealer on my eyelids. I'm actually going to use my Becca loose powder, and I'm going to be placing this basically on my T-zone. This powder is so cool. It has like a cooling effect, which is really interesting because I never felt a powder that has this cooling effect to it. I remember when this is a dry sponge, by the way. I remember when I first put this on, I actually applied it with like a really old beauty blender like I am today. And I actually thought that my beauty blender must have been wet or something. And I was so scared that my face was gonna be messed up my makeup, my foundation and all of that, but it looked great. So I just sweeped off all the excess powder that I had on with this tapered face brush, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish my under eye area first. So I'm gonna go back into the palette, and I think I'm just going to take that Milani color right here and just smoke that out on the bottom lash line. I'm gonna take a smaller brush than that because I feel like that's just going to be a disaster. 506, and I'm gonna just blend the lower lash line. I don't know if you guys have seen my last couple of videos, but I've been obsessed with putting Studio Fix powder, the MAC Studio Fix powder, underneath my eyes. I didn't do it today because I feel like I want more of like a lighter look to my skin, but it looks bomb, and this color is a little bit darker for me too. By the way, if you guys haven't tried these liners, you really have to. These liners are amazing. They stay on all day and they're so cheap. I'm going to use my Tarte Big Ego mascara. Do I even want to put lashes on? I don't even think I'm going to use lashes. I think it looks really pretty as it is right now. Bronzer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Hotel Heriess bronzer. I need to look for a new bronzer because all the bronzers I've been getting are either too light and they're more of like sculpting powders and not bronzers. The difference between a bronzer and sculpting powder is that bronzers are more warmer tone than sculpting powders. Sculpting powders are going to be more of a cooler toned. And whenever you're bronzing, you always want to make sure that you go into your hairline because you don't want your bronzer to stop like right here. Bronzed? Not bronzed. It's a huge difference. For my blush, I'm going to go with something neutral. So I'm going to go with this one. This one is by Milani, and this is called Bronze Burst, I want to say, and this is in shade 2. But I think it's called Bronze Burst. It's such a pretty blush. It's more of a warmer tone blush too. So if you don't like warmer tone blushes, you might not like this. And I like how it has like a highlighter in it, and you can mix and match the colors that you may want. And then for my highlighter, I'm going to be going in with this OFRA highlighter, and this is called Rodeo Drive. I'm gonna use Morphe 441 brush for it. I have been actually preferring to use eyeshadow brushes for my highlighter than a highlighter brush. I feel like I can get it more into like a specific spot rather than just putting it all over. I'm going to go with this Wet n Wild. It's a really small brush, and I'm just going to dip it into the highlighter and place it in the inner corner. Do my brows, and I'm going to be using my spiked pencil by MAC. This is the brow styler. My brows are like so light. It gets so annoying. I even tried tinting them. I might make a video on it too again. I tried doing the video once. The audio quality was terrible on it. So I might redo that. But I tinted my brows using Just for Men, which is like a beard. I think it's for beard. Beard and mustache. I think it's to dye that. And I tried it and it lasted maybe 3 days. But again, you gotta keep in mind that I wash my face a lot. So I think that could be a reason why it didn't last as long. For my lips, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I got this gloss in BoxyCharm. I haven't used it yet because I thought it was gonna be too dark for me. I mean, it's more pinky. I can definitely pull it off with this look because it's like really bronzy look. Let me try this one. So I'm actually going to take this Milani lip pencil. It's in shade Hot Chocolate. And this is Alamara Cosmetics, and this is called Cocoveta, I want to say. You know what? It wasn't a bad choice at all. I actually love Alamara Cosmetics. Alamara. I can't even say Alamara's Cosmetics. I have their eyeshadow palette. It's in actually my it's in my freelance kit, but I love that eyeshadow palette. I could have actually done this look with her stuff. To use my Fix Plus watermelon spray, and I'm just going to set everything.